Hi y'all. Here we go. I am back with books that I have recently acquired, and just a reminder, you do not have to buy books. You do not have to have crazy bookshelves behind you to be a reader. You can be an e-reader. You can spend zero money on books. You can use your library. You can use resources out there that don't require you to spend money or lots of money to buy books. Now, if you have disposable income or it's a business expense, yeah, y'all, then you are welcome to buy books and celebrate them and love on them. And that is what I'm doing. These are books that I'm excited to have. I'm excited to own and read and like love on with great joy. These books today are ones that I bought at the Cellar, which is another indie bookstore here in Chicago. They have a romance section. It didn't used to be the case. You used to have to go through the entire fiction section and just pull out romance books as you found them. Hopefully, you found them. And I was so excited when they actually divided out a romance section. Now, there is still fiction and there is still fantasy, and you're going to get some overlap with that. But I'm always really excited when a romance gets its due. So here are the books that I got at the Cellar in Chicago. The first one is The Kiss Countdown by Etta Easton, and all the titles are going to be up there, so y'all can read it. Oh man, I just like I've heard good things. I love some astronauts. I love this book, and it's pink. I'm gonna be real transparent, y'all. I will give a pink book the benefit of the doubt in a way that I really, really shouldn't. So this is the first book that I got. These are all not the first book that I got, but these are all in author alphabetical order by last name because that is the way that my brain likes to function. So honestly, it might be the first book that I picked up because that's also how the romance section is organized. That's probably why it's how my brain still works. So The Kiss Countdown. The next one is Lizzie Blake's Best Mistake. And the reason I picked this up is because I heard there was a really good example of representation for ADHD and how that was handled. Now, this is not everyone is going to feel that way. I understand that everyone's experience with mental health and different health things are going to be different, but I'm always intrigued and I'm always want to celebrate people bringing new stories and different representation into romance novels because everyone exists in this world. And we want to make sure that they can see themselves in stories where they are worthy of love and affection and main character energy. So Mazey Eddings, I'm really excited to read Lizzie Blake's Best Mistake. The next one is The Nanny. I told you, y'all, I'm in my Lana Ferguson phase. And I'm so surprised that I like this book. But this is a book that I want to own because there were some really good representations of sex work and history and coming together that I haven't seen in other books of this style, of the genre. So I wanted this book. Also, I have The Fake Mate, and I have ordered the next one. Next book is How to End a Love Story. I know this is a Reese's book club, but I saw it on, I think, Allie Hazelwood, maybe her Instagram, and I am so excited to read it, to like see what's going on with this. Also, I thought with AAPI month happening, Yulin Kuang, I wanted to just add more diversity to my shelves. That's going to be a theme this year, y'all, is diverse shelves. So if you have some favorite authors that are either racially diverse in the BIPOC community or queer in that space, either just queer in how they love or trans and non-binary and how they are, I really want to make sure that they are represented in my bookshelf and not just in the books that I am reading through other platforms. Okay, pucking around. I got it. If you didn't know, she's so girthy, but this book was so worth it. I loved it so much. And I don't know what it is about this, because Pucking Wild is not, but this, you can't even see it, but Pucking Around is covered in glitter. Like, the name is Glitter. And oh my gosh, that just, when I saw this and I grabbed it and then it was glitter, I plotzed, y'all. So now I own it. So happy. The next two books I have the audio version. and the audio performances are what they are. They're audiobook performances. But as I've talked about with audiobooks, I don't always feel like I get as deep into the written word as I do when I'm reading. And that's because for me, usually when I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm doing other things. Whereas when I'm reading a physical book, and I'm able to sit and read, so for those of you for whom audiobook is the way that you consume your media, please, this is not a shame on you. This is, go listen to audiobooks. That's why we have incredible actors and teams making them for you. But everyone gets to read and consume read the way that they want. So I'm just letting you know, audiobooks I can appreciate, but I don't feel like I get the deep dive into the text that I do when I'm reading words on a page or on a screen. So I got Done and Dusted and Swift and Saddled, and I wish that the covers were different. They're not my favorite covers, but I did enjoy the stories. I thought that the story was cute, the stories were cute, the relationships were fun. There's mental health in both of these. There's ADHD in Done and Dusted. There's depression and anxiety in Swift and Saddled. And I thought that they were handled really well by the characters who had them and also the people around them. So that's why I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into the text here. And then the last one, I am not going to lie. I saw this. I only bought the first one. I know. I could have bought all three and it only counts as one book, but no, I bought the first one. Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tully or Tuli. I just thought this was stunning. Yeah, I just thought this was stunning, and I'm looking to add more into my fantasy. I'm a paranormal person, I really am, and so I've read a lot of books that exist in our world, but with magic and things, and I haven't delved as deeply into the true fantasy where you're in a totally different world. So this one just appealed to me. If you've read it, let me know. There are other ones. So like I don't even know what that jewel's about. I don't know what it's about, but I just grabbed it. So those are the books that I got at the book Cellar. Let me know if you read them. Let me know if you like my picks. Let me know if you have things that you think I should get next.